Today our lesson is money and credit. This is from Economics Unit 3. Introduction. This chapter deals with the evolution of money over the years and its functions and how technological advancements have made banking easy and fast. Role of money in human life. We would have seen our parents planning their expenses at our home every month. The monthly income, pending expenditure, savings, payment of interests, etc. are all measured in terms of money. Not only at homes, but also the budgets of a country or states are also framed on the basis of money. The government as well as private institutions and industries calculate their financial status through money. Thus, money plays a predominant and inseparable role in all our lives. Barter system. Has man always used money? The answer would be no. How? When did money enter into the lives of men? In this lesson, let us learn about that evolution of money over the years. When the agricultural yield was high, they made handicrafts. When there was surplus in agricultural produce and other articles like earthenware, they exchanged it with people who needed them. For example, if a community had excess of foodstuff, they would exchange that with those who had excess parts. Likewise, when a particular grain grew in abundance in a region, it was exchanged for a different crop in another region. These articles, which were exchanged through barter system, can be termed as the first form of trade. To make it more simpler, I can give you a definition as a exchange of goods directly for other goods without using money. Okay, coins. Disadvantages of barter system. The barter system flourished wherever civilizations thrived. This was the initial form of international trade. As years went by, there were issues found in barter system. There were problems in the exchanging needed goods. Measuring the quantity and value of the goods exchanged were found very difficult. The needs of many people were not fulfilled. To solve these issues, they fixed a common item with a standard value for the effective exchange of goods. It was usually in the form of some metal. Metals were rare to find and could be maintained for a long time. Hence, the metals can be termed as the first form of money. Gold, silver, copper were the metals were used first. They were called ancient currency. That is also called natural money. Paper money. Paper money came into being as the next stage. This money was without a form and people started saving in banks. It has changed its form in the economic front. Money transactions are done through many ways in the electronic world. One can easily withdraw the necessary amount from an automated teller machine, that is ATM, with the help of an ATM debit card. One can easily withdraw the money needed at any time at ATMs located everywhere. A person can deposit money in their account without visiting the branch. Similarly, credit cards are also available through which things are bought on credit and the amount can be paid later. Technology has advanced so much that even mobile banking is widely used nowadays. Next, we'll see about history of money. Barter system in the year 9000 BC. During this period, man exchanged the surplus goods for other goods that he needed. Second one, coins. In the year 1100 BC, the Chinese have used small coins during this period. Currency. 600 BC, King Alyattes of Lydia announced publicly that official currency will be used for trade. Fourth, gold coin, 1250 AD. The florin, a gold-plated coin, was introduced in Europe. Fifth one, Marco Polo, 1290 AD. Paper money spread to Europe through the travels of Marco Polo. Sixth, printing of currency in the year 1661 AD. When new paper money was printed in Sweden, it was not much welcome. Seventh one, electronic transfer 1860 AD through telegram. An effort was undertaken to transfer money electronically. Eighth, credit card in the year 1946 AD. John Higgins invented the credit card. Ninth, mobile banking in the year 1999 AD. European banks introduced mobile banking. Last one, NFC in the year 2008 AD. NFC is the full form of a near field communication. It was introduced in Britain. In 2016, it came to India. It takes only about 7 to 8 seconds to transact money through NFC. That is our online transaction and payments. RBI, that is the Reserve Bank of India. A government has a responsibility to regulate money supply and oversee the monetary policy. All the major and important banks were nationalized in India. Year 1969. The Reserve Bank of India, that is RBI, regulates the circulation of currency of India. The Reserve Bank of India started its operations on 1st April 1935. It was permanently moved to Mumbai from the year 1937. RBI was nationalized in 1949. In the year 1925, the British government established a government press at Nashik in Maharashtra. Next, 1974, a press was started in Dewas, Madhya Pradesh. Then in the year 1990s, two more presses were started in Mysuru, Karnataka and in West Bengal to print bank notes. The Reserve Bank of India has the authority to decide the value of currency to be printed and how the amount should reach its destination safely. Though the RBI has the power to print up to 10,000 rupees notes, at present a maximum of up to rupees 2,000 is printed. Functions of money. When money replaced the barter system, a lot of practical issues were solved. Money acts as a medium of exchange, a unit of measurement, a store of value, and a standard of deferred payments. It plays an important role in transaction. What is medium of exchange? Money should be accepted liberally in exchange of goods and services in a country. Standard of value, that is unit of account. Money should be the common standard unit of calculating a country's total consumer goods, products, services, and etc. Store of value, that is also in a standard of future payment. Money is used as a store of purchasing power. It can be used to finance future payments. Credit. Next, moving on, the topic is credit. Usually farmers avail credit during monsoons. Traders and small entrepreneurs need credit for their needs. Even large industries receive credit to take up their new projects. Credit is available from formal financial institutions like nationalized and private banks and cooperative banks. Informal financial institutions, microcredit is received through self-help groups, that is SHG. As far as nationalized banks and cooperative banks are concerned, the interest to credit is comparatively lesser and there is guarantee for the pledged goods. Informal financial institutions, they are easily approachable to the customers with flexible producers. People who live in a particular place or those who are involved in a certain work join together as a group and start saving. These are called as self-help groups. Groups for street vendors, fishermen, especially women and poor, really make a difference in their life. In Tamil Nadu, all the banks have 10,612 branches across the state. They carry on a total transactions of around 15 lakhs crore rupees during the financial year, that is 2017 and 18. How is currency printed in India? 1 rupee and 2 rupee notes were first printed in India in the year 1917. Till 1947, the currency notes with the image of King George VI were in circulation. After independence, the government of India issued currency notes. According to the statistics available as in August 2018, currency worth of 19 lakh crore are in circulation. I hope you are all understand about this lesson, money and credit. You go through the lessons, you learn book back questions and answers. Thank you, ma. Take care. Bye bye.